So a very professional show coming up over the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, Jalen Ramsey's going to the Steelers, but Jabari Smith, the guy who many people thought was going to be the number one pick in the draft until the last minute when Paolo Banchero popped up there. What was that? Banchero, Chet Holmgren, Jabari Smith Jr. He has signed an extension with the Houston Rockets. What's interesting about this and why we care
Why do
we care? That's a 5-year, $122 million deal. So what is that, about 24-ish million a year? That's probably the Keegan Murray market.
Somewhere in that range, right? And I think they've, Houston's had more success than the Kings this year, obviously, but I think they've each had their moments in their careers, and I feel like they've probably been similar players so far.
What do you think Keegan Murray's reaction will be when he realizes he's going to make 9 figures?
I think it's great. I think I'm really excited. I think it's going to be awesome.
I think he eats differently.
I'm so rich.
He's going to have, he'll put sauce on his chicken and rice.
Like Chick-fil-A sauce, like the good one, not the knockoff.
Teriyaki or something. Yeah, we can afford that now.
He really does remind me. He and my son have the same demeanor.
Same guy.
Same exact dude.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about paying for stuff now.
Yeah.
Just get back to playing the game. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I'm just going to say it. It would not surprise me at all if, like, my son, Keegan Murray, has, like, all the gift cards he got for his birthdays growing up just saved. I don't really need anything. I've got a phone. Still works.
I think I'm going to keep this number. Career technicals is at a half. Over under for Keegan Murray.
Should be some sort of a thing we say. That'd be a great thing to do for charity. Like,
everybody donates what they have.
Everybody
if Keegan gets a technical.
Yeah, like if we got some sort of GoFundMe where it's like after every Kings win, you donate like $1, right? And all that money goes to the, I don't know, some kids are in trouble fund. This is something we can all agree on.
Yes. Kids are in trouble.
Right. Like,
help them.
Everyone can agree on kids in trouble. And then when Keegan gets his first tech, what I think would make it really funny, how funny would this be, is like 2 years from now, it's up to like 80 grand. And like on the very last game of the season, Keegan just walks up to a ref and goes, could you just,
I would like a technical, please.
I would like a technical foul, please. It's
for the kids.
It's for charity, for the kids. And then ref tees him up, and Keegan just kind of walks away.
Smiles.
Yeah, just like, but
has to throw the money at the kids.
100%, absolutely.
In anger.
And his smile, no teeth showing,
No.
just like a upturned left crinkle of the mouth. And then he donates his fine.
I'm actually going to match it.
Going to give my whole contract to charity.
I don't need. I mean, I have everything I need.
So Harrison Barnes in his entire Kings career had 1 technical foul. Do we think Keegan will have more, less, or the same in his Kings career?
I think Jason nailed it. Like,
it's a half.
It's a half.
Is the betting.
It's the over under. So like, can you see Keegan being involved in and honestly, I think the only way it happens is if somebody on the other team just dirties him up and like pushes him, and then some overzealous ref is just like double technical. It's like, what?
Yeah, he did nothing.
But let's be clear on this. But then if the technical is rescinded, that's 0 technical.
Correct.
That it does not count.
Yeah. Correct.
Bobby Marks has the info when it comes to the Sacramento Kings and their cap position, if you will. Some of this needs to be, I think, updated after the last couple of days, but I wanted to share it with you. If that's okay with you, Jason.
Oh, it is.
Okay. So what we're looking at here, Jay Ross, is a team with a projected salary of around right now around 170 million. They're starting 5 projections, whether it's Ellis or Monk or Carter, whoever the hell. But Levine, DeRozan, Murray, Sabonis right now is your projected starting 5. Trey Lyles, Jake LaRavia, Jay Crowder, Markelle Fultz, Keon Ellis already dealt with, Doug McDermott. Those are your main free agents. no offense to the players, I don't mean any disrespect, but outside of Lyles and Laravia, is there anybody on that list you care about that you're like,
aren't must-haves? I mean, if they're around, that's fine. But yeah,
I think Fultz is the one where I'd
be intrigued
just because of their point guard situation, how cheap he would be, and how again, like he was the number one pick in the draft. He's always going to have that stigma. I didn't think he played poorly for the Kings last year at all. You saw flashes. I just don't know if there's anything there. It's just so amazing when you look at a player like that who is still relatively.
Oh, he's young. Yeah.
Young. And the fact that this is a guy that wants to, and it's not like he played at a tiny ENC school, but was picked ahead of De'Aaron Fox, was picked ahead of Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Was picked ahead of a lot of really good guys. Yeah, 27. He just turned 27 years old. When it comes to, I don't want to bore everybody down here with the numbers, but they have their non-tax mid-level at $14.1 million, their biannual exception at $5.1. They have 4 different trade exceptions. Now, I know this is nerd stuff, but this matters when it comes to trying to work out deals. They have 4 different trade exceptions, which is not insignificant, of $17 million, $6 million, and $4.7 million. Plus, they have the veteran minimums they can offer as well. So when it comes, they have, I would say, more maneuverability than most teams. I think that's a factual statement.
Yeah.
They just have
just
to,
not cap room.
Exactly. But they have the ability to do more than a lot of these other teams, which I think is quite cool and can come in handy. One more thing here I wanted to play for you. This was Oklahoma City Thunder GM Sam Presti. You know, I'm kind of a fan of his.
Yeah, kind of.
A little bit. And when I say I'm a fan of his, I just really mean I think he's the greatest thing ever. He spoke at some of the exit interviews, and this was actually, though, from a while back, which I think a clip of his quite prophetic. If you don't mind me leaning a little bit on your section of the show, since we're out of time, when we come back, I'd like to play this clip, and then we'll get on to the weekend moves for the Kings, kind of recap those as well. Move forward. Don't forget, please, NASCAR Toyota Save Mart, Sonoma Raceway tickets coming up later on as well.